Hi, I'm Gavin Chavez, and this is In Your Face. We will be talking about 3 hot topics today. So, our first topic, should the NFL review more penalties? Should they, since the no call has been a huge topic that's been talked about a lot. What do y'all think? What should they do? I mean, how should they expand more penalties? Should they review more calls?
I think that they shouldn't, because the games, even with the reviewing, the games just go, these games are like really, really long. And I think that it's a lot of fun watching a long game, but like they need to, the games are just so long and you're just staring there and just like sitting. I think that they need to do less penalties, but they need to they need to review the penalties and they need to do it correctly, but I don't think that they should have more reviews. I think that they should just do it right.
I disagree with that. Since the no call, we've seen a lot more controversy around this topic. But we should definitely be able to review more pass interference calls, more holding calls. People want to get the game right. We don't want games to be decided by some missed call or bad call that people can't review. It's not fair to the players. It's not fair to the fans. It's not fair to anyone.
I think that they need to just get the penalty right. Like,
all right.
If there's a penalty,
all right.
call it.
Next topic. Should college football expand their playoffs? Like, should they, add more teams to the playoffs?
No, because I think it should. The system that they have now, with just if you don't lose any of your games, and you go to the playoffs, I think that's better than having like lots and lots of teams all in the playoffs. I think it would be almost the exact same result, because I think that they're just the best teams.
What do you mean by next result?
It would be the same result as almost every single year. I think it would be the same result.
So you're saying same teams that make the playoffs,
will
and better teams just win?
I think, yeah, better teams just win.
I want to disagree with that because, as we saw this year, Georgia lost to Alabama, but it was proven that they were very close to Alabama's level. Even though they lost to Texas in the Sugar Bowl, they proved that they were one of the best 8 teams. And I think that the college football playoffs should be expanded to 8 teams because there are a lot of teams that are 2-loss teams that have proven that they can compete with the highest level. And it would also make it more enjoyable for fans. Instead of just watching 2 games, we could extend it a little. We could extend the college football playoff a little bit more, and instead watch 4 games in the first round and so forth.
But they still lost to Texas. They were close to Alabama, but they still lost to Texas. So where does that put them?
Georgia still would have been in the playoff. I think even if they had lost to Texas, they would have been one of the best 8 teams, proving that they played a really good season. And I think the other teams like Ohio State, they were close to making the playoff. There were 3 teams that could have had that 4th playoff spot in this past year. And we saw 2 of those teams, that Ohio State and Georgia, that could have potentially gotten that spot. But Oklahoma got it instead, which I think was correct. But I think we should still expand it to 4.
Going back to what you said earlier, what teams do you think would make the playoffs? Since you're saying it would be the same result every year.
I think it would be the big power teams. Oklahoma, Alabama, Clemson, all of those really big name colleges that are good at football. I think they would just keep on coming back.
All right, our next topic. Do y'all think MLB players are paid the right amount of money they deserve to be paid? Since guys like Bryce Harper, Stanton, those guys they were paid. They're getting paid a lot of money. What do y'all think about that,
I think that MLB players should be paid this amount. More TV companies are televising MLB games. They're paying more to televise the games, and the teams are earning more money each year, which I think should result in the players getting paid more money. And I think that with these massive contracts, yes, it may have been a little bit overboard, but the players are playing hard and they're getting paid a lot of money, just like in a lot of other sports.
We gotta stop right there. Bryce Harper, by the way, is batting like .220 something, an average.
Mm-hmm.
He's not. He hasn't really progressed well over in Philly. I mean, what do you have to say about that?
Well, I think that Bryce Harper, maybe he's not playing the best right now, but he did get a 10-year contract, so the Phillies are they may be waiting a while to see how his results pan out, but he's been consistently fielding really well, and he played well for the Nationals. So
I disagree. I think that the money that they're putting on these players should actually go to other things in that team's business. So, like, if you want to update the stadium, as we have seen, the Texas Rangers are getting a new stadium called Globe Life Field in 2020, and they're kind of taking some of the money from the players and putting it and making a new field.
Well, that's just about enough time for us here in Your Face. This is Henry and Ace. We thank y'all for watching.